चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुवरं श्रीरूपानुगदावरं गजरसरसिकं च नारायणं प्रभुं। श्रीगुरुचरणं वन्दे रमाकृष्णाय भूतले रूपानुगभक्तिदं कृपामूर्ति नारायण। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my Sastananda pranams under the lotus feet of our most worshipful Srila Gurudev, Vidyalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Sri Maharaj, to our Rupanuga Guru Varga and all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. So for tonight, Vaishnava have asked many questions. One is, when Mahaprabhu goes inside the temple to have darshan of Jagannath, one is like, who is he watching? Is he looking at Baladev, Subhadra, or only in Jagannath? Also during Rathya, we know he only dancing in Jagannath chariot. With nothing Baladev, nothing Subhadra. So this question, Vaishnava was asking why only in this, and he's chanting this mantra. Also, when he is dancing and singing, sometimes he falls down. Then it said that Lord Nityananda not coming nearby. So that's also one question. Why? And Mahaprabhu coming this Braja Bhakti for everybody. So how is he in this situation, like, helping jivas, giving this Braja Bhakti? So these very important questions. Now I don't know any answer to this, but I'll try to say something. Hopefully Vaishnava will correct any mistake. So I will not speak so long also, because I don't know anything. So one is, we know when Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, he is relishing the moods of, we know Mahaprabhu is Krishna, with relishing moods of Radharani. But when he is in Jagannath Puri, we know he is relishing the moods of Viyogini and Samyogini Raga. Especially when looking at Jagannath, then this mood of Samyogini Raga, meaning when Radharani meeting with Krishna, but that Krishna not the same Krishna like in Braj. Also not meeting Krishna not in Braj. So never dissatisfaction. So one is when he is inside the temple, it is said that he stands near the Garuda Stamba. I mean at the back of the Garuda Stamba. And actually the reason for that is so this Garuda Stamba hides Baladev and Subhadra. So he won't be able to see Subhadra and Baladev. He's only seeing Jagannath. So, like how it is explained, one is he not seeing Baladev and Subhadra because he's a little shy, and also they're not seeing him. Like they're only hiding from them and only seeing Krishna from far away, like this. So in the same way also, like during Rathya, the chariot, Lord Premananda is Baladev. He also understands this. That Mahaprabhu has come relishing his moods, and therefore he himself, he went to Braj to try to pacify the gopis. He himself cannot pacify the gopis. And so now, especially Krishna, now relishing moods of Radharani as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he won't be able to satisfy. He won't be able to pacify Mahaprabhu. And also he knows he may even disturb the mood. So he's trying to stay far also. Well, Vaishnava can explain more. I don't know more of these details. But we know as far as kirtan and like these moods of like relating with the deities, the Rasik devotees, those who are experiencing prem and experiencing rasa, they know all this, like what is favorable and unfavorable. And so those who are also assist them, they know how to assist them that their experiencing rasa will not be disturbed. And therefore, like certain devotees like Swarup Damodar, for example, he's always there and making sure that there's no any type of rasabas or anything that is unfavorable to Mahaprabhu's relishing his like rasa, or like moods of separation. So also Mahaprabhu during dancing and singing, he only in front of Jagannath's chariot, not on Baladev and Subhadra. And again, it's the same principle. He is absorbed in mood only of separation for Krishna. And now, like, so enthusiastic meeting him and telling, like, oh, my pranana, you're my pranana. So, this is all as far as I can say. Vaishnavas will explain furthermore. Bandhav of this class. It's another dancing, but how touching. Lord Premananda, he knows also Baladev not touching Radha, Radharani. So he knows Mahaprabhu in the mood of Radharani. So how he can touch Radha?
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुवरं श्रीपादवल्लभं गजराजसुतं चरणं श्रीगुरुचरणं वन्दे रमणकृष्णाय कृपालो भक्तिवेदान्त। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत महाराज श्रीवासादि श्री गौर। जय रूप सनातन प्रभुनाथ श्री जीव महाभक्त। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम Sastananda pranams and Buddhist being for spiritual masters. Apply Shri Bhaktivedanta Shri Arvind Shri Bhakti Amrit Sai Maharaj Shri Jai Rupana Gauri Bhagavata all the Vaishnavas and Krishna is present. So the question being asked is, how did Mahaprabhu give this Bhajpring through this pastime of Rathya? And we hear that during this Rathya, Prabhu himself would not touch Mahaprabhu whenever he would fall to the ground unconscious. Right? Because at Mahaprabhu he was absorbing Radha. And that time, wherever Srimati Radhika is, then he can't go to Ramdhika. That is Bandhav. Also we hear that why did Baladev and Subhadra come in the Rathya in the first place? So here we see there is a Tattvagat Vichar and Rasagat Vichar. If you look from the Tattvagat Vichar, then you will see Baladev Prabhu, he comes first because he is Guru Tattva. And then Subhadra Devi, she is like Bhakti Devi herself. So then she comes. When you follow Shri Guru, then Bhakti comes. So first comes Sambandha. Then comes Abhideva. Because Bhakti is the Abhideva. Because in Abhideva we always see there is the Upasak, the worshipper, the Upasya, the worship, the worshipped and the Upasana. That is Bhakti itself. So there are three stages, there are three different classifications here. So therefore, we see that first there is Sambandha, which Sri Guru gives, and Abhideya, which is a process to achieve Prayojan. What is Prayojan? Krishna Prema itself. That is Jagannath, he appears in us. So in the Tattvagat Vichar, you see this is how the chariots come. But if you see from the Rasagat Vichar, why do they appear in such a way? Because Jagannath, during his Annavasar Kal, he tells Lakshmi Devi, I'm not very sick, I need to get some fresh air, so I have to go outside. So then Lakshmi Devi, she tells him, he went alone. She becomes suspicious. But he says, no, I'm also taking my brother and sister. So this is like consolation to Lakshmi Devi, Santamna. Since he was saying, all right, I'll take them also. So then Lakshmi Devi, she was pacified. She said, all right, he's taking his brother and sister as well. But still we say that, why did he take Baladev and Subhadra? Because when he would enter Braj, at that time, it is said that first Baladev Prabhu, he came to Braj. At that time, all these sakhas who were waiting for Krishna, they were met by Baladev Prabhu. All these sakhas and all these elderly Brajavasis, they were met by him. And Baladev, he started pacifying them, saying, don't worry, Krishna will come very soon. And then Subhadra, what did she do? She stopped in Nandagaon and she started pacifying Mother Yashoda and all the other gopis of Braj, the elderly mothers of Braj. Like Variyasi, Yashoda and the wives of Nanda Baba's brothers, she started pacifying them. And she started saying that my brother will come very quickly. So in this way, then when Krishna came, Immediately he went to where Srimati Radhika was. He did not even stop to see Mother Yashoda or Nanda Baba or all the Sakhas. Immediately he went there. Because Srimati Radhika, she was in the 10th stage. This is called Mrityu Dasha. So this Mrityu Dasha is like the last stage of separation. Now in this Mrityu Dasha, if one doesn't have the darshan of one's beloved, then surely the life airs will depart from one's body. Now anyhow they are clinging on. So then Krishna immediately went to where Srimati Radhika was. And then we heard that conversation. That Srimati Radhika is saying that if I leave my body, then the air in my body should mix with the air in Nanda Bhavan, so that Krishna can breathe that air. And you must hang my body to the branches of a tamal tree, so that when I'm leaving my body, at least I can be reminded of Krishna while embracing this tamal tree. Also the fire and all the elements in my body, water should mix with the elements of Nanda Bhava's courtyard. So that these elements, they can, through these elements, I can touch Krishna. So therefore, Krishna immediately he rushed where Srimati Radhika was. You see, he did not even stop where Mother Yashoda and all the other sakhas were. He made Baldev and Subhadra stop. Like we see that when Krishna sent Uddhava to Braj, there he told Uddhava that Uddhava, we must go pacify the Brajavasis. But actually, did he really want Uddhava to pacify Nanda, Yashoda and the sakhas? He especially wanted Uddhava to pacify the gopis. And amongst all the gopis, he wanted him to pacify Srimati Radhika. And what did Krishna do? He wrote one letter and he gave to Uddhava, saying, Uddhava, go and give this letter to the gopis. So here we see, did he write any letter to Nanda, Yashoda or to the sakhas? He has a lot of prema for them also. It's true. But still the gopis and especially Srimati Radhika, they have so much mamata for Krishna that no one else has. Because this mamata is a primary characteristic of prema. So when he wrote this letter and he sent it to Uddhava, he told Uddhava that don't add any interpretation to this letter. As I've written this letter, read this letter in the same way that I've written to Srimati Radhika and all the gopis. Don't add your own interpretation. But in spite of Krishna giving that warning to Uddhava, still we see that letter was perceived in three ways. First is the letter that Krishna himself had written. That has one mood. Krishna is writing that letter in one mood. And when Uddhava is reading that letter to the gopis, he is reading in another mood. It is the same words, the same paper, but still he is reading in another mood. And similarly, in the same way, when the gopis are listening to this letter, what Krishna has written, they are perceiving in another mood. Like Krishna is telling the gopis that know that I am always with you, that I have never left you, and try meditating upon me. And then, when Krishna is saying this, he is saying in one mood. Krishna is actually here teasing the gopis. But when Uddhava is speaking the same instruction, he is actually thinking Krishna is speaking the truth. That Krishna is Parabrahma himself, he is inside, outside, everywhere, so the gopis should meditate on him. So he is speaking that same letter in one mood. And then when the gopis are listening to this, they are realizing that those same words in another mood. They become manvati then. They become absorbed in man. What is Krishna saying? We want to forget him and he is telling us to remember him. That to always meditate upon him. So Krishna is actually teasing the gopis here. And then Uddhava, he is speaking in that way, saying, oh, always meditate on Krishna as Parabrahma himself. So this way we see that Krishna always, his heart is always where the Rajdevis are, the Srimati Radhika is. His heart is only there. So he sent it this way, he sent Bandhav and Subhadra first from Tattvanat Vichar to establish this Tattva during the Rathya festival, that Samad Abhinay Prayojan is had, and from Rasagat Vichar to like cheat Lakshmi Devi, and also so that the other Brajavasis can remain occupied with Bandhav and Subhadra. And then he can immediately go to where Srimati Radhika and the gopis are. Immediately. And therefore, it is with this mood that Mahaprabhu was there, dancing in front of Jagannath. uttering such wonderful verses like Jayati Jananivasa, Devati Janamavado. And you see the last line of that verse, it says, Rajapura Vanitanam Vardayam Kamadevam. That's Sutta Sri Mukena, Rajapura Vanitanam Vardayam Kamadevam. That when Krishna is smiling, what does he do? Rajapura Vanitanam Vardayam Kamadevam. He is that Kamadev who is increasing that calm of the Braja Vanitas. Especially here, it is said Rajapura Vanitanam. Those Vanitas of Brajapur, not of Mathura, not of Dwaraka. Brajapura Vanitanam, Vardayam Kamadevam. He is that Kamadev who is only increasing that calm, that prema. So when Mahaprabhu is reciting all these verses, what will Baladev Prabhu think? And he's in the Srimati Radhika's mood. Because we see in that particular Prakash, Baladev Prabhu, he's maintaining some Maryada, some etiquette. Like we see even when Krishna was in Mathura, when Kubja was pulling on Krishna's spot, Baladev Prabhu became very disgusted and he left. He did not even want to stay there. Because he has to maintain certain Maryada there. So similarly here also, when Mahaprabhu is reciting all these verses, glorifying the gopis there, like he cannot even utter the name of Jagannath. He's saying Jaja Kaka, Jaja Kaka. He cannot even utter the name. So what will Baladev Prabhu think? And we see Nityananda Prabhu is there in that mood as Baladev during the Rathya. All the way here, Nityananda is Ahanga Manjari, herself, still that mood is predominating at that time. This mood as Baladev. In Jagannath Puri especially. Why? Because we see when Nityananda Prabhu, when he followed Mahaprabhu, when Mahaprabhu was coming from Bengal, Jagannath Puri, and after Mahaprabhu fainted and Sarva Bhattacharya took Mahaprabhu away, then Nityananda Prabhu, when he saw Baladev's Vigraha, immediately jumped up and he started embracing his deity. And the Pandavas were thinking, what is he doing? And they tried to take Nityananda Prabhu away from there. But Nityananda Prabhu he just pushed the Pandavas away. And he continually embraced that deity of Baladev. Why? Because he was realizing that same mood. Not as Aranga Manjari, but as Balabhadra, the brother of Krishna here. Because this mood of Aranga Manjari is very confidential. It is not always revealed. Especially in Gaur Leela, it is not always revealed. It is very, very hidden, very covered there. So in this way, Mahaprabhu, when he was reciting all these verses and when he fall unconscious on the ground, then if Nityananda Prabhu were to be there in this mood as Baladev, then what would happen? If you touch him, it would be like Rasabhas. It would be like Rasabhas, no? Because we should be very careful. You see that there's so many different categories of this Rasabhas also. Like there's Anuras, there is Viras, there is Rasadushta, so many different kinds of Rasabhasas. Like we see when Krishna was running away from the battlefield, then Jarasandha was teasing Krishna so much. Hey Rancho, you thief, he was abusing him so much. This is called Rasadushta. And Anuras means some rasa which is not directly related to Krishna, but still, because it is taking part in Krishna Lila, it is called Anuras. Like we see that when the gopis saw Kakati, this monkey, female monkey, then they started laughing at this female monkey. Saying, oh look at Kakati, always creating so many nuisances, creating so many disturbances. So you see here, this rasa is not directly related to Krishna. They are actually teasing Kakati. But still, because this Leela is taking place in the Kunjas of Vrindavan, it is called Anuras. Somewhere it is related there. And then there's Uparas. Uparas means it is very near to the rasa, but still not directly related to Krishna. Like we see when the gopis also, especially when Srimati Radhika and her gopis, when they started adopting this mood of being dakshinya, submissive, then this was like uparas. This is not directly related to that rasa, sthai bhav. This is somewhere near to that sthai bhav, dakshinya bhav. So therefore Krishna, he left the rasa dance and he left. He said this is not Radharani's mood, being dakshinya. When Radharani starts saying, Ha Nadaha Ramana Preshna Kwasi Kwasi Mahapuja, when she starts saying, where are you, give me darshan, darshan is Sakhe Sannidhi, please come near me and give darshan. This is called uparas, because Radharani is in very dakshinya mood. So when there are so many different categories, like Anuras, Uparas, Rasadushta, like Rasabhas, then if any mood would come there and cause some disturbance within Mahaprabhu, then Baladev Prabhu cannot tolerate. And we see that especially in Gaur Leela, there is one speciality. What is that? There is only Dasyaras in Gaur Leela. There is no even Sakyaras, no Madhuri about there, only in Dasyaras. Everyone is serving Mahaprabhu only in Dasyaras. They will only do whatever is necessary to augment Mahaprabhu's mood, to complement Mahaprabhu's mood, not anything that will cause any disturbance to his mood. So everyone is in Dasyaras. Radharani is also in Dasyaras as Kanadar Pandit. Baladev Prabhu is also in Dasyaras. Although in Braj we see he has Vatsalya and Madhurya, Sakya, everything, but still here he is only in Dasyaras. So everyone is there only in Dasyaras serving Mahaprabhu there. This is his Leela there. He is Parama Karun Rasik Shekhar. Because we see that he is Rasik Shekhar, he is relishing all these different sentiments there, but he is also Parama Karun. He is supremely compassionate. But still then we see if he is Rasik Shekhar, then how is he absorbed in Radha Bhav? No. Because the Mahaprabhu is dancing in front of Jagannath's chariot and he is in Radha Bhav, then how can we say he is Rasik Shekhar? Because we see when he is chanting there in this mood of Radha Bhav, he is actually in this mood of being Anekaras. Yeah. Because we see Krishna is Rasik and he is also Rasa Swarup. Means he also tastes Rasa and he is also the embodiment of all Rasas. When he is Rasa Swarup, then he is Ekaras. And when he is Rasik, he is Anekaras. So when he is in this mood of Ekaras, then everything is in him. But when he is in this mood of Anekaras, then he wants to relish all the sentiments of his devotees. So much so that he especially wants to relish the sentiment of Srimati Radhika herself. Because in Sanskrit there is one term called Kaimutik Nyaya. Kaimutik Nyaya means this logic of increasing one definition more and more and more and more and more. Like previously the Vaishnavas, they asked one question saying that is this Radha Bhav present in all the Panchatattva? This question they asked some days before. No. Is this mood of Srimati Radhika Halladari Shakti present in all the 5 members of the Panchatattva? So how can we answer this question? Is present there in all the 5 members of the Panchatattva. Radha Bhav is present in all the 5 members of the Panchatattva. But according to Kaimutik Nyaya, it is present to the highest degree in Srimad Mahaprabhu, in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You see according to this Kaimutik Nyaya. But still it is present to varying degrees in all the other 4 members of the Panchatattva. So here, when Mahaprabhu is dancing Radha Bhav, then he is absorbed in his Anekaras. Then he is calling out to Krishna in his mood of, he is calling out to his own self in mood of Srimati Radhika's separation. Then, and in this way, what is he doing? Mahaprabhu, when he gives prem to everyone, he gives prem in 3 ways. One is by his glance, Alok Darshan. And one is by his words, Vachik. And one is by his associates. So you see here, if Mahaprabhu, he told Jaya and Madai, you should have prem, and they immediately had prem. This is called Vachik. And then by his associates, he gave prem to so many, by Rup Sanatan and Sarottamala Ramananda. And then by his glance, he gave prem to so many. When he went to South India, how did he give prem? By his glance especially. Just by looking at the people there, he gave Krishna prem. So during this Rathya Prasang, here we see he is giving Krishna prem in 3 different ways. This is the speciality of this Leela. In this Rathya Prasang, he is giving prem combinedly by his glance. Because Mahaprabhu, when he is weeping in separation, what is he doing? These tears are shooting from his eyes like a syringe. Like a syringe, these tears are being shot from his eyes and it's bathing everyone in these tears. And everyone is achieving prem. Anywhere he's looking at, he's giving prem to everyone. And there, when he's saying, when he's chanting all these kirtans and all these verses by his words, he's giving prem to everyone. And he's giving prem also by his associates. Because when he's dancing there, all his associates are also dancing. And anyone who's taking the dust of the lotus feet, they're also getting prem in this Rathayatra Leela. So anyone who takes part in the Rathayatra Prasang is sure to get prem there. No doubt whatsoever. And this way Mahaprabhu, while also relishing this Radha Pranay Mahima, Gidrisho Anaiva, Sadhyana Puta Madhurman, Gidrisho Madiga, Saukyam Chasya Padalma. There you see these 3 desires of Srimati Radhika, he is also relishing there in the Rathayatra. And also This Anarpita Charinchiraj Swabhakti Shriyam, this also he is giving to everyone. At the same time, he is relishing the Trimurta Srimati Radhika there, and he is also giving this Swabhakti Shriyam there. But we see in the Gambhira Leela especially, he is only relishing the Pranay Mahima. But he is not giving this Anarpita Charinchiraj Swabhakti Shriyam. But the Rathayatra person, in all ways he is giving this Anarpita Charinchiraj Swabhakti Shriyam. So therefore, this Rathayatra is a very magnanimous pastime. It is with this intention that Mahaprabhu started this Rathayatra Prasad, so that he give prem to everyone. It is not even like Naimitik Leela, because we say that Mahaprabhu is a sannyasi, is being described as Naimitik Leela. But is Rathayatra Prasad and Naimitik Leela? That we must think. Because what is the Rathayatra? Like we just heard now, for 9 days, when Jagannath is the Gundicha, all the 9 limbs of devotion is being given by Mahaprabhu. So how can this be like Naimitik Leela then? Because in eternal Shwetadeep also, what is Mahaprabhu doing? He is doing Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, Vandan, Archana, Vandan, Dasan, Sakyam, Atman, and the same thing he is doing here also. So how can this be Naimitik Leela then? This is also Nitya Leela. The only Naimitik Leela there is Mahaprabhu accepting sannyas. This is Naimitik. But this is not Naimitik. This is also Nitya. So these pastimes are very deep comprehension understanding that we have to realize they are associated with the Vaishnavas and the practices are in Chanta.
So now we're doing Smaran Kirtan of all these deep understandings of the Rathya. As much as Bhagavan mercifully reveals himself to us and manifests this Rasvichar and these Leelas, then that much our good fortune is increasing. Or else, by sadhan, you cannot understand all these confidential things. You cannot enter into this realm of such understandings. When Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he came to Jagannath Puri, you see the Kali Yuga, Shudra Jivas, they are always absorbed in their anger, arrogance, lust, all these anarthas. They have no sadhan bhajan. They have no this ruchi for Shuddha sadhan, and they don't care for sadhus. You see, even Bhagavan himself appeared as Mahaprabhu, as the greatest sadhu. Still they criticize even Mahaprabhu also. And you see, they're criticizing the Bhaktas so much. So when Mahaprabhu, in the Rathya, when he saw that this is a very nice way to deliver all the jivas, and to give them this Braja Bhakti. So Mahaprabhu, first of all, he started this Yuga Dharma Harinam Sankirtan. He saw that the jivas have no ruchi. So Mahaprabhu started this Nam Sankirtan loudly. Not alone, with 7 sampradayas. And chanting in front of Jagannath, behind Jagannath, and from all 4 sides. There he's giving all this Bhagavad Ras, Prem Ras, Priti Ras. So taking this, Mahaprabhu, he was distributing to everyone this Prem Ras, Priti Ras. Because we see he is Raso Vaisa. In the Ras Leela, when he was present in the Ras Mandal, he was making everyone follow this Rasa. Making everyone's hearts very pure. And then full of this enthusiasm. Similarly, during this Rathya time, Mahaprabhu, by this Sankirtan Ras, he made everyone immersed. He immersed everyone. Like wherever his glance would fall, he only sees. Wherever he would see, he's only seeing his Pran Priyatam, beloved Krishna. Any living entity, any jiva, who would take part in this Sankirtan, who would do Shravan, what would happen? This Bhava of Mahaprabhu is being given out everywhere, is being distributed everywhere there. There is no such place. Because to see Jagannath in the Ratha, what would he say? Anye Hridaya Man More Vrindavan Mane Vane Ek Vari Mane. That I'm taking this Prabhu, Pran Priyatam, on the chariot of my heart, and I'm taking him to Vrindavan. And Mahaprabhu was dancing on all 4 sides of the chariot. Then, first he was doing this Mahamantra Kirtan. And then he was saying Saita Paranata Paino, Jalagi Madanadana Juni Gaino. Oh, I received my Prannath's association, for whom I was worshipping him. Now I'm taking my Pran Priyatam and I'll go to Vrindavan. And Guruji would always say this in Harikatha, that when Baladev Prabhu came to Braj, when he returned and told Krishna everything that happened in Braj, Baladev Prabhu from his own heart, he revealed Krishna from his heart and made everyone meet Krishna. But this Milan was only for a short time. This is not everlasting. He met them and he made everyone happy by Krishna's presence, and he said, I'll bring Krishna here. And this condition, Nandamata, Yashoda, Nanda Baba Yashoda, Giriraj, Govardhan, Yamuna, all the gopis and gopis, Gopas, gopis, he would explain everything to Krishna, and Krishna would become so absorbed. And he left eating, drinking, became very sick. He covered himself by a cloth, and there he was, stopped eating, drinking, and he was just lying down there, just crying the whole time, covering himself with a cloth. And there you see Gomati Ganga manifested from his eyes. And seeing his condition, then you see the condition of Dwarka, the condition of all the queens there. At that time, Baldev Prabhu, he heard. And then Baldev Prabhu, when he saw Krishna crying, he said, oh, Krishna is only acting. He is not crying actually. He is only acting. He is very hard-hearted. If you really have prem towards Braj, he can go, he goes all around the world, but except Braj, he goes anywhere, everywhere. He cannot meet with everyone. Why can he not call the Vrajavasis here? Calls everyone here. Why can he not call the Vrajavasis and meet with them? But still he is a hypocrite. He thinks that, oh, how can I show my face to the Vrajavasis? I went once and I saw, saying, oh, I'll come back the day after. That's what he told the Vrajavasis. But no, you see, more than 100 years have passed. But still he is not met with the Vrajavasis. At least remember the Vrajavasis. Now he is the King of Kings. Saying, oh, how can I go bare feet? How can I touch their feet? How can I sit with them and eat prasad with them? Before I was a coward boy, I used to wander in the forests. But now I'm a king, how can I go there, show my face? And Baldev Prabhu was saying, oh, until yesterday you were stealing from the homes of the gopis, you were going cowherding, and now you become the king of kings, huh? So now you don't want to meet with your old friends, because you'll be embarrassed. So Baldev Prabhu was like chastising Krishna. And Krishna was listening, and then he was crying even more and more, and he fell unconscious on the ground. And then this way he lost all consciousness. You see, even he could not breathe. No, he did not even, could not even, now even tears were not flowing from his eyes anymore, because he was weeping so much. Everyone all around was weeping. And then Brahmaji came, he brought Vishwakarma there, and he made Navrindavan. But did Krishna become happy by this? He made this, he even disguised, he even appeared as Krishna. He even appeared as a coward boy in Navrindavan, but still was he happy? No. Because in Dwarka, Krishna is all alone. And Braj, there are millions of Vrajavasis. And when they're all remembering Krishna together, then you can imagine Krishna suffering so much in separation. And if Krishna is only remembering Vrajavasis, he is all alone by himself. But when all the Vrajavasis are remembering Krishna, then you can see the condition of Krishna. They cannot take him out from his heart, from their hearts, even for one moment. Krishna is always in their hearts. So Krishna became very shy. How can I show my face to the Vrajavasis? How can I meet them? No one will believe me. And if I go there, they'll say, oh, he's very clever. Like he gives darshan for a moment in dream and he goes away. And he runs away. No one has any faith that Krishna is mine, Krishna is ours, he'll stay here. So Krishna, he was very anxious. Even if I go there, I cannot make them happy, because there are 16,108 coins and every queen has 10 sons, 1 daughter. They have many grandsons and granddaughters. The 56 crore Yaduvanshis. So will Krishna leave all of them, come and stay in Braj? Will he go cowherding in Braj? Will he meet with all the sakhas there? Will he stay with Nanda Baba's lap and will he eat? Will he... There he's always so restless for this love of Nanda and Yashoda. But here in Dwaraka, he can do the same thing. So Krishna is saying, how can I go to Braj and please them? So when Baldev Prabhu heard Krishna's words, then Krishna was saying, "No, you go and tell all the Rajasis I'm coming. They will not believe me." Baldev Prabhu said, "I will not go. I don't believe in you. You say one thing and you say another thing." I'm saying, "You go and I'm coming." And then, Baldev Prabhu told Krishna, "Just see, why can't you go to Vraj and come back? You're a hypocrite. Rather, after I told you about the separation of Rajvasi, you're only weeping, but you're not going there." Then Subhadra said, "Oh brother, you go. I'll go there and I'll make everyone happy that my brother is coming, Krishna is coming, and I'll bring him immediately. And thou will also go, Baldev." So at that time, in Braj they sent this news that Krishna is coming and Baldev Subhadra are also coming. So at that time Nanda Baba, he said, he told the Sakhas and he told everyone, "Go. Krishna, before he comes to Braj, now he is the King of Kings, he is the Dwarkadish. Now he will not walk bare feet anymore without any shoes. He has this Narayani Sena, he has this Sudharma Sabha, and he has this golden chariot. And we are just coward people of Braj. We are only always traveling in polo carts. We live on the trees." They say, "You nicely decorate this. You decorate 3 chariots. In one chariot, Baldev will come with all his sevaks. And I heard in another chariot, they have one daughter, Subhadra. She is coming." Some Rishi Maharshi said that when Vasudev took my daughter away, then this daughter, she flew into the sky and she went into Dwarka and again she was born as his daughter. So let me see my daughter as well. And Baldev, he is born here in Braj on my lap. So they're bringing Krishna. So they say, "Go and decorate these 3 chariots." You see, there's one cart which has 4 wheels and there's one cart which has 2 wheels. The cart which has 4 wheels, that is drawn by big bulls, big oxen. They pull this big chariot with 4 wheels. So decorate this chariot very nicely so that they'll not feel any heat. Because in their childhood they were boys, but now he's the King of Kings. So he cannot tolerate this heat. Or else he will not come. No, or else he will be insulted there. At the time this heat used to cool him. But now this heat will burn him. I heard his body is like a flower, like butter. Soft and delicate like butter. At that time, when he was staying in Braj, that time he could even shake this Himalayan mountain. He was very strong. Now he's become very sensitive. So Nanda, he told all the Rajvasis, receive him very nicely. So they took very nice sandalwood trees and they decorated this chariot. Like you see, even now one chariot has 16 wheels, one has 24 wheels, one has 20 wheels. They make very big chariots, He'll come to Braj's border and then he'll sit on the chariot. So Therefore, Baldev Prabhu, when he sent word, when he sent news, then the Vrajasis decorated Vrindavan very nicely. And Nandavan, Vishwanapur, and all these, all of Braj became very nice and green because Subhadra never speaks lies. And thou, he promised to the Rajvasi, I'll bring Krishna. Without Krishna, I will not return. So now that Krishna is returning, surely he'll come now. Because now he stayed in Dwarka for many days. Now he has many sons, grandsons. Now he has no worries. So he can come before he had many responsibilities. So now he'll come to Braj now. At that time, all the Brajvasis decorated the chariots very nicely. And they came all the way to the border of Braj. Before they went to Kurukshetra, at the time Krishna had also told them. Nanda, he stayed there for 3 months and he said, without Krishna, I'll not return to Braj. I'm taking him back with me. At the time Krishna, he said that, Baba, I'll just leave them in Dwarka and I'll come with you. Stay with you forever in Braj. Then he heard he's coming. And this Braj became full of so much happiness. And then loss. And decorating, they came to this border of Braj. And there they saw Baldev Prabhu, he came there. And Baldev Prabhu, when he saw how everyone had come to receive him, became so surprised. The Rajas is waiting to receive me. Because I'm their son. My mother, father, my Gurujan. And the Vrajavasis, just see their heart. So soft. So generous. They respect everyone so nicely. They worship everyone. Glorify everyone and serve everyone so nicely. Where there's no tendency to serve, there's only, their hearts are very dry. So Baldev Prabhu, he saw the chariots have been decorated by flowers, creepers, like a kunja. Even because they're always surrounded by gold, jewels, they were not so happy. How can they have this, you see these jewels and gold, how can it give any priti, love? But you see how they decorate chariots, like even more beautiful than Kunjakutis. The chariot is actually their heart, their life. Baldev Prabhu, he is received by all the sakhas, they received him. They started playing on many instruments, mridang, kar, vansi. They started dancing so nicely. And Mahaprabhu says, "Ito Paranath Paino." Oh, I received my Paranath now. And the gopis, they were looking, Subhadra is coming. And her chariot was also very nicely decorated. Not any less than Baldev's. There's one chariot called Nandighosh, Devdalan. And there's one chariot is called Talatoj. 3 chariots. So in this Nandighosh is like the chariot of Nanda Baba. And Krishna is seeing this chariot. So how can I sit on this chariot? So nice, so beautiful. How can I sit in this chariot? So then, even now when they take Jagannath on the chariot, how do they carry him on their shoulders? So they say they carried Krishna on their shoulders and they made him sit on the chariot. Even now you see they play so many instruments and they make Jagannath sit on the chariot. Everywhere there's kirtan going on. This is not Dwarka Leela. This is Braj Leela. The Vrajavasis, they know how this festival of Rasa is celebrated. And seeing this, Krishna became so surprised. Baldev Prabhu, he could not even imagine that they'll receive him so nicely. And Uddhav also came there. And now you just see how to serve in Braj. You see even like cows, calves, peacocks, they all came, the deer, to receive Krishna. And seeing this, seeing Baldev Prabhu with all the sakas, they came there and they saw. Just see how Braj is so nice. It's even more glorious. Before we see that before Braj had become so dry in separation from Krishna. Now that Krishna returned, then everyone was happy. Baldev Prabhu, he was touching everyone's feet. And Subhadra was touching everyone's feet. And as soon as Krishna got up on the chariot, then he was no longer Dwarkadish. He was Manmohan. He was Madan Mohan. No, he was like Madan Gopal. No, he did not appear like Dwarkadish. No, he was like Brajendra Nandan. He wore a turban on his head. He is not our Nanda Kishore. Then he was sitting on the chariot and he was coming. While going, he went to Akrura. And he said, it's not Akrura, it's cruel, very cruel. What did he do? He created so much viras. And now, as soon as he was sitting on the chariot, he saw that this Rath was decorated so nicely. And therefore, Mahaprabhu, he said, after this Gundicha Mandir was cleansed, Pratapadutta Maharaj, he decorated the chariot so nicely. With flags, kirtaniyas. Seeing this, Mahaprabhu became so happy. So Radharani, she was seeing everything. You just see how Krishna is entering into Braj. Now this Brajotsav is going to begin, this festival of Braj. So Mahaprabhu says that one has darshan of Yatra and one seats Bhagwan in his heart. And if one tries to bring Bhagwan to Braj, and if one has this mood, if this mood just arises in his heart, then surely he'll achieve the greatest form of auspiciousness. Krishna is always sitting on a chariot and he's saying, who is going to come with me to Braj? In this Rathya Prasang, Krishna is giving this Braj Sevadikar to everyone. So Mahaprabhu, what did he do? He made these forms come alive, these moods come alive. And he gave life to them, manifested these moods by his own kirtan. Yeah. Like you see this Vachi, Kalokdan, and goes by his eyes and by his words, by his kirtan. And what did he do? By his darshan. And this way, this flow, this deluge of prem came there, and everyone immersed, drowned in this ocean of prem. Hello Gaura Nasiniti Kadambini Oye. Sela Gaura Deshe, Prema Vrishti Diye. Shabda Oilo, Shiyadaita Chandra. Premras Jaladhara. That Mahaprabhu, in this Rathya, he gave everything. And only one thing, Saito Paranatha Paini. Chalagi, Madandane, Juri Gaini. Saying Jajagaga, and fall unconscious. And this way he is showering everyone with the tears of his eyes. So therefore, this Rathya Prasang is very beneficial for Braj Bhakti. Most beneficial. In Navadvip Dham, he only manifested in this Shiva Sangan. But outside Shiva Sangan, no one knew what kind of leelas he was doing. But in Rath Yatra, not just Gaudiya, Even the devatas, everyone, every living entity who came there, they sing this bhavs of Mahaprabhu, they drowned in this rasa. So therefore, there's so much speciality of this Rathya Prasad. Now listen tomorrow. Now is Hera Panchami coming. So many bhaktas will come there, I've heard. 400, 500 devotees will come. So then they'll have that program on Hera Panchami. So put nice carpets here, decorate the place nicely. Many sadhus will come. And then on Panchami they'll come. So we'll listen all these moods of devotion gradually that our Guru Varga have given. Hera Panchami doesn't mean now Lakshmi Vijay, Lakshmi Devi's victory is there. This is the glories of Raja Devis. As we listen all these leelas. Hari Hari Bol.